In the first video, where I explained the difference between mass and weight, my example was that I had 100, if I was 100 kilograms, that would be my mass, and it would stay the same no matter where I was, whether I was on Earth, on the Moon, on Mars. I'm still made up of the same amount of matter. That's my mass. It doesn't change. And in order to find weight, which is a force, we multiply that by the acceleration of gravity, which is 9.8 meters per second squared. And we ended up with a number that was 980, and our units was newtons. So again, this would be our mass times the acceleration of gravity, and that equaled force. And that's the formula for force. Now, the question arises, well, what about that thing that we call pounds? Where does that fit in? Well, pounds is actually an accurate description of force. So pounds kind of equates to newtons. So, you can kind of think of it that way. So if this was, let's see, how can I do this? If this was pounds, okay, and again, this would be acceleration again. Wow, something is really up with my pen. Let's try this again. Sorry about that. I'm on my Promethean, and something is really wrong with my pen here. All right, here we go. A. All right, that's the best we can do. So that's acceleration on Earth, but in the English system. And then our mass is something that they call a slug, oddly enough. All right. If I'm not your science teacher and you have a different science teacher, quiz them and see what they say. Ask them what a slug is. And so if I weighed 160 pounds, okay, if I weighed 160 pounds, that would be my measurement of force, just like Newton's. In the English system, um, the acceleration of gravity on Earth is 32, approximately 32. Well, let's make that bigger. It'd be 32. It's actually 32.2, but 32 feet per second squared. And then multiply that, and that's going to get my slugs. So in order to find that, I divide each side by 32, and I end up with this. The answer would then be 5. Okay, equal sign. So if I weighed 160 pounds using the English system at 32 feet per second, which is the English system, I would have a mass of 5 slugs in the English system. So really, it's actually just kind of a bit of trivia when you're thinking about weight in pounds. Okay, yeah, that is a weight. But just like everything else in science, we really don't worry about the English system. We don't talk in pounds, we don't talk in feet per second squared, and we don't talk in slugs. All right, we are concerned with uh, mass in kilograms, meters per second, and forces in newtons. So I hope that kind of clears it up. Just kind of a bit of trivia for you, and answers the question that I always seem to get. What about these things called pounds? All right, thanks for watching.